recording.
It's the beauty of editing. So,
Well, Adam,
day 2 of Campside Whisky reviews. And as we're in beautiful Lund, BC, this beginning of our spring break here in BC. And we're also kind of social, what's it called? Social distancing?
social distancing. We have at least 6 feet
Yeah.
between us.
During this sort of coronavirus outbreak, which we won't talk too much about because, quite frankly, I think everybody's getting tired of hearing it. So anyway, St. Patty's Day is coming up, or maybe by the time you see this video it will be St. Patrick's Day. If it is, then happy St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to start the review with a not so Irish whiskey from Tyrconnell. It's a Tyrconnell 15-year-old Irish whiskey
With a Madeira cask finish.
with a Madeira cask finish, which is a Spanish wine, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's a dessert wine or not.
No.
Wasn't getting a dessert wine finish on the palate myself. So Tyrconnell whiskey is a double distilled single malt, so it's sort of more of a traditional Scottish style whiskey, made at Cooley Distillery, which is owned by Beam Suntory. Tyrconnell was named after a race horse that won a famous race in Ireland in the 1800s, and against all odds, if you will. I think it was like 100 to 1 odds for him to win, and he did. So the owner of the distillery at that time, which was A.A. Watt, decided to name a whiskey after this horse, and so that's where the name came from.
Well, should we give it a go?
Yeah. So on the nose, I get loads of like tropical fruit.
A little bit of grain.
Grain. Like not like
No, I don't mean
not
like
like
the
raw
barley.
grain, like toast,
Toast. Yeah.
like bread, like
bread.
toasted bread.
But I pick up on that sweetness as well. Beautiful. Very nice.
I'm also getting like some nuts in there, maybe even like coffee notes a bit. Of course, it's really hard to nose a whiskey sitting around a smoky campfire. So we're doing
Just
our
after
best.
breakfast.
Just after breakfast.
Let's give it a try.
Palate. Beautiful mouthfeel. It's like creamy, like buttery
Yeah, it
mouthfeel.
is. Very much.
Again, kind of tropical, kind of stone fruit. Maybe not tropical, but stone fruit. And more nuts.
It's got a nice sharpness at the back of the mouth. Not astringent, but it lets you know that it's arrived.
For sure. You can really get those nice wine characters on the flavor, on the palate as well. But it's not overbearing. You still get the character of the spirit. It's not just all wine.
We think of this as the slow dram movement. It's because we're not drinking. We're only discovering through nosing and tasting, and also obviously through the finish of it as well. But the important thing is that it's about discovering and remembering rather than looking at it as a shooter.
For sure. And it's more fun just to talk about a whiskey than just kind of regurgitate tasting notes or similar tasting notes to other tasting notes. But this is a lovely dram, and I think I'd recommend picking one up if you're interested in trying something a little bit different when it comes to Irish whiskeys. Beautiful whiskey.
Anyway, happy St. Patty's Day and Slán Siva.
Slán Siva.
Still good?
Yeah. So the reason I'm not just gonna keep rolling is because we have to get them to John. I put them in Dropbox, and if they're
Okay.
like over 10 minutes, then it'll be quite an ordeal to get them to upload.